Welcome to you, welcome all of you to the holistic lifestyle. The part of holistic lifestyle. Today, we will be learning about Agnihotra, the Vedic process, the ancient Vedic Sanatana Dharma, part of Sanatana Dharma. This practice is called Agnihotra. So let's look at that Agnihotra, friends. See here, all these are the ingredients of Agnihotra. There is a Avan Kund, so copper Kund, right? There is a small, here bejas are there, bejas like, akshata. Then second, that is, this is actually cow dung cakes. This another one is a small vessel with the A2 ghee, that is desi cow ghee, right? Tuppa. Agnihotra looks like this, no? The Agni will, so fire will come here. So this how, what is the process, how to do that, what are the benefits of this Agnihotra? So let's understand, my dear friends. Now, the Agnihotra is a sacred tradition started by our rishis in ancient India. No doubt it is started by our own ancient rishis. They were practicing, still they are practicing, my dear friends. So the Agnihotra is so powerful that it is going to do the great advantage to yourself, to all the other beings, and to the environment. That is to the nature, my dear friends. That is why this is most recommended method of our Vedic practices. Now, this Agnihotra is going to purify the entire environment. And Agnihotra, whatever the amount of energy which is generated in the fire, so what will happen is whatever it comes out of that the great amount of energy which is going to wipe out all the negativity and which is going to preserve the great positivity, all the negative energies, all the negative vibrations will be wiped out because of the energy which is generated from the Agnihotra. This is proven. So, and also, my dear friends, so it generates the abundant amount of oxygen into the environment. When you do the Agnihotra, what happens? See, Agnihotra is something like, Agnihotra. Agni means fire. So Hotra means like, so it's like it's like a practice. So with the Agni, whatever the practice you are doing. So with that, so what will happen? See, the entire the entire with the chemical reactions, what happens? So because of these various ingredients, see, they definitely there are the ingredients from the desi cow. We use predominantly the part of the Agnihotra. Okay, so when we do when we put a fire, when we bring the fire, the sacred fire, with the help of all these ingredients, so the ingredients are basically from the desi cow. So when we mix up all these things and get the fire, get the sacred fire, so that is going to result into the releasing of huge amount of oxygen into the environment. So most of the times, we all know that whenever we do any fire, the smoke will come out of it, isn't it? The huge smoke will come. The smoke, what it happens is, smoke will have always carbon dioxide. But the smoke which comes out of this Agnihotra Kund, the Agnihotra oven, so what it comes out is most of the amount of oxygen will come, my dear friends. If one person does Agnihotra in his own house, right, one time or two times, so that's the process will indicate here. So what will happen is you will be able to generate the amount of oxygen is abundant. That is 1 ton oxygen will come out into the environment. Just one person does Agnihotra in his one house, one time at least. Okay, so that is the power of Agnihotra, my dear friends. So let's understand what Agnihotra set consists of. Agnihotra set will be having pyramid shape copper oven, one stand will be there, one copper spoon will be there. Akshata means bija. Bija will be available within your house, no doubt. Okay, and copper small cup will be there. Store the A2 ghee, right? Camper is actually is required in order to fire, in order to start the fire. Okay, and one manual also will be supplied how to do that, and pure A2 ghee will be required, and also desi cow dried dung cakes are required, my dear friends. So these are all the various, the various parts of the particular Agnihotra kit. So the Agnihotra set, the Agnihotra sets are available in Mahavatar Foundation. We used to supply many people. So because whenever they want to practice, we'll provide them the training as well. So they'll get the Agnihotra kits from the Mahavatar Foundation. Okay. So you see here, you observe, right? So this is the, if you see the thing, you can see here, right? So this is the Agnihotra kit. How's it? Now, this is the, basically, is it visible to you? This is Agnihotra. Okay. So Agnihotra kit, like a inverted pyramid, like a more or less like a inverted pyramid, my dear friends. Inverted pyramid, like this. And it will have a small fork, a small spoon. All these are made up of copper. Okay. And like, this stand is also there for, keeping the Agnihotra good on this. Okay. This small stand also will be there like this. So this how, so all these things are available for all the Agnihotra set, my dear friends. Now, so let's understand more about this. Agnihotra procedure. How do you do the Agnihotra, friends? So the procedure, let's understand more. Okay. So what will happen is whenever you take cow dung cakes, you divide. You make small pieces, put some pieces horizontally, some pieces vertically in the that copper kund. Okay, putting those, one some vertically, some horizontally, and one cow dung cake you take. So take the ghee along with that, and then put the your camper is there, no? So camper, you light it with the help of a candle or whatever. Then that light, you have to give it to the that particular cow dung cake with the the ghee. And also put the ghee onto the other cow dung cakes which you kept inside. Okay, with all these things, now slowly you have to start the fire. So when you start the fire, then they start burning. So they start burning, and which are all the things burning now? So cow dung cake, maybe a camper is not much very important. The cow dung cake and the cow ghee, the A2 ghee, both are burning together. Okay, so when they are burning together, they generate lot of amount of oxygen into the atmosphere. Okay, at the same time, when especially in cow dung cake, friends, there are a lot of nutrients are there. The great amount of nutrients are available within the cow dung cake. That is the specialty of the desi cow. Cow dung means there is only the desi cow dung cake, and ghee means there is only desi cow ghee. So don't get confused with the other other cows. Okay, right. So now when you do all this, my dear friends, what will happen? So now that is the thing you do. But at what time you have to do? What are the timings to do this Agnihotra practice, sacred practice? So basically, morning and evening. That is sunrise and sunset. Especially there's an app to indicate what is your sunrise time, what is the sunset time of your particular area. That means wherever you are living in India or abroad, wherever. So that area, if you put a pin code, you will get the sunset time, sunrise time. That particular time only you have to practice this Agnihotra. Okay, so if we practice like this, so it will be more effective, my dear friends. That is the time. Morning will be 6 o'clock, for example, 6:05 or 6:10. Evening will be 5:55 or 6. So like that, it happens depend upon your area. Friends, so what are the medicinal practices of medicinal properties of Agnihotra? So this Agnihotra renew the brain cells, revitalize the entire skin, and purifies the blood also. Many people who are normally allergic to the smoke experience, but they get a great healing effect, by sitting near to the Agnihotra. Imagine. So somebody will be suffering because of many allergic. They feel allergic for the any kind of a smoke or any kind of thing. So they'll be relieved, and their allergy will be removed if they sit close to the Agnihotra atmosphere. And also, see, especially Gopal gas tragedy, my dear friends. So this happened, the tragic incident happened in the 1980s or so, right? So what happened is that time all the people died close to the factory, and one family very adjacent to the wall of the this factory, they survived. Then it has the same news has been published in the Hindu Times, Hindu paper published. So they researched such a way that this particular family was doing, especially the Agnihotra, while this incident happened. Then in their house, there's a huge amount of oxygen. Tons of oxygen was there, and even the gas which has come, it didn't do any bad thing to them. Right? They all survived, but all other families died. So that is the power of Agnihotra, my dear friends. It supplies huge amount of oxygen. That oxygen, whatever the oxygen goes out into the atmosphere, it does help for the various, like many of the animals will be getting, many of the other species will be getting advantage, and trees also will get a benefit. So likewise, what will happen is, so mostly the entire environment itself will be purified because of the Agnihotra. Now, Agnihotra, basically, it is stipulated that this Homa can be practiced by both men and women. There is no restriction, my dear friends. And also, it must be practiced at sunset, sun time. That's okay. And you can practice Agnihotra in apartment, garden, office. It takes a few minutes. Only totally 15 minutes is required, my dear friends. Just to do the Agnihotra, only 15 minutes. So Agnihotra, of course, there is a separate mantra for sunset time, sunrise time. Let's look at that. What is the mantra we need to chant while doing the Agnihotra? See, now you have brought the entire thing into fire. That means fire is going on now. Exactly by 6:65, your fire is ready now. So you also have a small vessel where your bija, that is akshata. So that is unbroken rice or something was there. On that small, so little ghee you apply and mix it properly. So five unbroken rice, keep separately. Another five broken rice, keep separately, because you have to offer this akshata two times. First ahuti, second ahuti. Now you see, first ahuti, that is we are doing the Agnihotra in the sunrise time. So let me tell you one mantra now. Suryaya swaha, Surya idam namaha. So that's the first ahuti. When you are putting the first ahuti into the fire, okay, so that Agni, then this is the mantra you have to chant. While chanting this mantra, you should offer this bija to the fire. So that is sacred fire. Okay. Now, so the second, that means other five bijas, five unbroken rice mixed with the cow ghee. So it's also ready to put into the second time. So that is second mantra is Prajapatiye Swaha, Prajapatiye Idam Namaha. So this is the second mantra. We need to chant and put the second ahuti. That's the sunrise mantra, my dear friends. Now, sunset time also, there are two mantras. Same way, first ahuti, second ahuti. First ahuti, what happened? Agneya swaha, Agneya idam namaha. That's the first ahuti. Second one is same thing, like above. Prajapatiye swaha, Prajapatiye idam namaha. That is the second ahuti. So likewise, friends, sunrise time, sunset time, these mantras must be followed. Okay, if at all you have time, you can also chant the Gayatri mantra, which is also will be very powerful, my dear friends. Now, what is the conclusion out of this Agnihotra practice which we learned today? So this is, the research has indicated such a way that it will neutralize the entire whatever the harmful things are available in the atmosphere. Not only that, any kind of poisonous gases which are existing in the atmosphere also will be neutralized. That is why whenever you do Agnihotra, you're in your house, entire negative vibrations, all any kind of unnecessary gases, anything exists in the atmosphere, it will be purified. The pure amount of oxygen is available for you now, and you'll be always healthy, my dear friends. So not only that, it prevents some poisonous insects and mosquitoes entering into the house also. So that is the power of this Agnihotra. Okay, every day if you do. And Agnihotra, especially, friends, so they do practice the Agnihotra very widely in Australian country. It is actually originated from India, but we don't practice much. We lost this practice. We lost the connectivity. But Australians found much more importance. They do homa farming. What is the homa farming, friends? Using this Agnihotra, that vibhuti, that ash comes out, right? So the ash, what they do is, so ash, taking that ash, mixing in the water, so they supply that water as a, so like chemical, like a fertilizer, whatever the fertilizer you give for the plants, right, in the farming. So likewise, you can supply the water, mixing this ash, then it is definitely a great manure. It works like a great manure. At the same time, so mixing this, converting into more and more liquid form, then spray onto all the plants, then it works like a pesticide. So okay, so this is how it works, my dear friends. Okay, so a very, very powerful thing, especially the Agnihotra. And the same vibhuti, what it comes, that ash comes, it can be used as an ointment if at all you got any boils on the physical body, my dear friends. Not only that, same vibhuti, take a pinch, put it into 1 liter bottle. Whatever the liter bottle you are carrying to your house, just a small, this much pinch, If you put into the water, virus, bacteria, everything will death, and also the water become alkaline water. It is proven, my dear friends. So that means, so such a easiest techniques are there in our ancient, ancient our Sanatana Dharma. So we have to be always proud of our own ancient and ancient wisdom and Sanatana Dharma, my dear friends. Now, so likewise, this is going to be like a wonderful thing. So the ash which comes out of this Agnihotra has got multiple benefits and various benefits, my dear friends. So that's how. So let's utilize this Agnihotra in day-to-day practices in our daily life, my dear friends. So we all have to definitely undergo this, Agnihotra and make as a habit, daily habit for us. Okay.